At the northernmost tip of the Earth lies a mysterious, ice and snow-covered continent. It belongs to both Europe and North America. It is the world's largest island, and also a region with the most extreme climate. Welcome to Greenland, the frozen frontier. From America's decades-long covetousness to the historical enigma of the Vikings' mysterious disappearance. From extreme climates and rich biodiversity to the massive canyons hidden beneath the ice sheet and the release of greenhouse gases. Today, we will unveil 10 shocking truths about Greenland, from underwater ancient civilization relics to collapsing glaciers at the forefront of global warming, from the colonial shadow of the Kingdom of Denmark to the Inuits' age-old polar wisdom. Ready? Hit subscribe as we dive deep into Greenland and show you this most unique region on Earth. Top 10. America's decades-long covetousness. Greenland, the world's largest island, has been a strategic focal point in global geopolitics since the early 20th century, particularly a target of America's decades-long ambition. In 1946, the U.S. formally proposed to the Danish government to purchase Greenland for $100 million. This was a staggering sum at the time, and even more substantial in today's terms. The U.S. was drawn to Greenland not only for its vast land area and rich natural resources, but, more importantly, its strategic location. On the edge of the Arctic Circle, at the intersection of the North Atlantic and Arctic Ocean, a key to controlling Arctic routes. In fact, during World War II, to prevent Nazi Germany's infiltration and protect the smooth flow of Atlantic shipping lanes, the U.S. temporarily took over Greenland's defense. It established multiple military bases on the island, which became a vital part of the Arctic defense system. After the war, the U.S. returned jurisdiction to Denmark, but never abandoned its interest in Greenland. As global warming intensified in the 21st century, Arctic ice continued to shrink, enhancing the navigability of Arctic routes and further elevating Greenland's strategic value. In 2019, the U.S. once again publicly expressed its intention to buy Greenland, shocking the international community. Both the Danish government and Greenland's autonomous government strongly opposed it, asserting that Greenland is an inalienable part of the Kingdom of Denmark, while Greenland's autonomous government has gradually pursued greater economic and political independence. America's covetousness toward Greenland is not merely about land acquisition. It aims to gain dominance in military affairs, resource development, and emerging trade routes by controlling this Arctic gateway. In the future, issues of Greenland's sovereignty and usage rights will remain a top priority in great power rivalry and geopolitical games. Top 9. The world's largest island. Yet sparse in population, Greenland covers approximately 2.16 million square kilometers, making it the world's largest island, nearly the size of all Western European countries combined. However, despite its vast landmass, it is an extremely sparsely populated wilderness. The island has only about 55,000 permanent residents, with the vast majority concentrated in narrow coastal areas along the edge of the ice sheet. Over 80% of the island's interior is covered by thick ice and snow, with the ice sheet having an average thickness of about 2,000 meters, forming a massive glacial system. These ice sheets and glaciers cover most of the land, leaving the interior virtually uninhabited. Greenland's climate is brutally harsh. Winters are cold and long, summers are short and cool, and the extreme light conditions of polar day and night severely limit the development of agriculture and industry. Transportation options are extremely limited. There are no roads connecting the interior, and residents rely mainly on planes, boats, and sleds for travel. The extreme natural environment and isolated location have slowed Greenland's socio-economic development, resulting in an extremely low population density, yet it brims with wild, pristine natural beauty. Despite this, Greenland is rich in natural resources, including minerals, water, and fisheries, with a unique ecosystem. Its extreme environment and landscapes attract numerous researchers and adventure enthusiasts. Greenland's sparse population, vast land status reflects the challenges of polar ecosystems while hinting at enormous untapped potential and scientific value. Residents rely on fishing, hunting, and government subsidies to survive, with traditional lifestyles interwoven with modern civilization, forming a unique cultural landscape in this far northern frontier. Top 8. The mysteriously vanished Vikings. Greenland was once a key Viking colony, a history filled with mystery and legend. In the late 10th century AD, Norse Viking explorers set out from Iceland, discovered Greenland, and established colonies there. They founded famous settlements like Eric's Harbor and Brattle on the east coast, opening up new communities. The Vikings thrived in this desolate land, developing agriculture and sheep herding, and building their own churches and farms. They formed a unique Arctic survival model by hunting marine mammals and raising livestock. For nearly 500 years, they inhabited Greenland, serving as a bridge between Europe and the Arctic world. Puzzlingly, by the early 15th century, these settlements began to decline, and the Vikings gradually vanished into the mists of history. Scholars have proposed various explanations. On one hand, drastic climate change. The harsh cold of the medieval Little Ice Age caused crop failures and sharply deteriorated living conditions. On the other hand, conflicts and cultural clashes with the Inuit may have led to social unrest and population loss. Additionally, disrupted trade collapsed the Vikings' economic system, and disease spread may have been another key factor. While numerous archaeological findings support these hypotheses, no conclusive evidence explains the Vikings' disappearance, making this period an unsolved mystery in Arctic archaeology and anthropological research. Their vanishing not only left Greenland re-emptied, but also bequeathed a fascinating historical legacy and cultural enigma for future generations. Top 7. Extreme climate. Greenland's climate ranks among the most extreme and variable on Earth. Located within the Arctic Circle, the island experiences polar day and polar night each year. Polar day lasts from May to July, with the sun never setting for 24 hours. Polar night stretches from September to April of the following year, a long, cold darkness. These extreme light conditions profoundly impact the island's ecosystem and human life. Winter temperatures are extremely low. The average temperature in the coldest months in the interior can reach -47°C, with the historical lowest temperature hitting -70°C, a world record for cold. This frigid climate maintains an ice sheet over 2,000 meters thick, the largest on Earth after Antarctica. Extreme weather also brings intense storms and blizzards, especially in coastal areas. Summers are short and cool, with maximum temperatures rarely exceeding 10°C, severely limiting vegetation growth and agricultural possibilities. Residents rely on hunting and fishing to survive, having adapted to this extreme environment. With global warming, Greenland's ice sheet faces unprecedented melting threats, and climate extremes are intensifying, impacting not only ecosystem stability, but also exerting far-reaching effects on global climate. Top 6. Astonishing biological reserves. Despite being mostly covered in ice and snow, Greenland boasts surprising biodiversity. Over 1,600 plant species have been recorded on the island, including mosses, lichens, shrubs, and a few cold-tolerant herbs. The short summer growing season turns coastal areas and ice-free fjords into vibrant tundra ecosystems. These plants not only provide food for Arctic animals, but also sustain the foundation of the polar food chain. In terms of animals, Greenland is home to numerous Arctic mammals. Polar bears, the top predators here, rely on sea ice to hunt seals. Marine mammals like walruses, whales, and seals are abundant in large numbers. On land, reindeer and Arctic foxes, adapted to extreme cold, survive tenaciously. Crustaceans and mollusks are diverse, making the marine ecosystem highly rich. Fisheries resources are also exceptional, forming the mainstay of the Inuit and local economy. Glacial meltwater and freshwater lakes provide habitats for fish. Greenland's ecosystem showcases how polar organisms evolve and adapt to extreme conditions, serving as a crucial window for scientific research on polar vitality and the impacts of climate change. Top 5. Unique Inuit culture. Greenland's main inhabitants are the Inuit, an Arctic indigenous group with a history spanning thousands of years. For generations, they have lived in extreme cold, developing unique hunting, fishing cultures, and survival wisdom. Traditionally, the Inuit use kayaks to fish in icy seas. Their exquisite boating skills and ocean knowledge make them among the world's most adept polar navigators. In winter, dog sleds are the primary means of transportation, used for both carrying supplies and hunting. Their animal fur clothing, made from seal, Arctic fox, and other furs, is highly distinctive, offering protection against severe cold. Their social structure is tight-knit, with resource sharing and mutual assistance key to survival. Inuit culture includes lesser-known but highly adaptive customs. For example, historically, there was a practice where wives would accompany visitors to bed, aimed at promoting population growth and ethnic integration, reflecting their survival wisdom in extreme environments. Despite challenges from modernization and foreign cultures, the Inuit maintain a strong cultural identity and traditional lifestyle. In recent years, they have actively participated in self-governance and resource development, striving to protect their cultural heritage while adapting to global changes. Top 4. Hidden prehistoric relics. Despite its harsh environment, Greenland is a treasure trove for archaeologists studying ancient Arctic human activity. Multiple prehistoric sites have been excavated, revealing humanity's adaptation to polar environments. Viking settlement relics, such as stone churches and farm ruins, are well preserved, showcasing Viking life in Greenland from the 10th to the 15th century. Additionally, artifacts from ancient Inuit camps, including bone tools, stone implements, and ornaments, provide valuable insights into early Arctic hunter-gatherer cultures. In recent years, as climate change causes glacial retreat, more ice-entombed prehistoric relics have re-emerged, greatly enriching anthropological and paleoclimatological research. Through these sites, scientists reconstruct the historical intersections and evolution of different civilizations within the Arctic Circle, understanding how humans survived and migrated in extreme environments. Greenland's prehistoric cultural heritage is not only an archaeological treasure, but also offers crucial lessons for humanity's adaptation to climate change. Top 3. Massive canyons beneath the Greenland ice sheet. Advances in satellite radar and ground detection technologies have revealed stunning massive canyon systems hidden beneath Greenland's thick ice sheet. Scientists have discovered canyons over 100 kilometers long, with depths far exceeding America's famous Grand Canyon, among the largest subglacial canyons known to humanity. These canyon systems connect to multiple underground freshwater lakes, forming a complex subglacial hydrological network. Studies show these landforms play a key role in the formation, flow, and melting of the ice sheet, affecting its stability and dynamics. The existence of subglacial canyons has rewritten scientists' understanding of the Greenland ice sheet's geological structure, offering new perspectives for predicting the ice sheet's contribution to future global sea level rise. By studying these hidden subglacial worlds, scientists can more accurately simulate the ice sheet's response to climate change, providing scientific basis for global climate policies. Top 2. The key to Arctic routes. As global warming accelerates Arctic ice melt, the navigability of Arctic routes grows increasingly viable. Greenland, located at the heart of Arctic routes, has become a critical node in the emerging shortest maritime trade route connecting Asia and Europe. Compared to traditional routes via the Suez or Panama canals, Arctic routes can shorten voyage distances by thousands of kilometers, significantly reducing transportation time and fuel costs, attracting global shipping industry attention. Greenland's geographical position gives it unique advantages in controlling and influencing this emerging route. As an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark, Greenland holds strategic initiative in Arctic resource development and shipping regulation. Countries are rushing to invest in Arctic port and military facility construction, strengthening maritime security and resource control. Greenland has thus become an unignorable emerging hotspot in global political and economic landscapes, where fierce competition over future Arctic shipping, energy development, and international cooperation will unfold. Top 1. Mysterious ice sheet cracks and gas release. The Greenland ice sheet is not only Earth's largest freshwater reservoir, but also a key variable in the global climate system. In recent years, scientists using satellites and on-site detection have found that the ice sheet contains numerous massive cracks, which act as outlets for releasing greenhouse gases, particularly methane. Methane is a far more potent greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Its release from beneath or through ice sheet cracks could exacerbate global warming in a vicious cycle. The mechanisms of methane release from the ice sheet remain poorly understood, with its scale, timing, and impacts posing major challenges to the scientific community. Studies suggest these cracks and their gas release may be closely linked to the ice sheet's melting rate and structural stability, directly affecting future sea level rise and global climate change. Greenland's ice sheet cracks and methane release have become core focuses of climate science, as scientists race to uncover their secrets to predict and mitigate climate crisis risks. Our exploration journey of Greenland ends here. If you want to learn more about other regions and countries, feel free to leave comments below the video. See you in the next episode.